I'm Derrick Hall, President and CEO of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I've now been here. This will be my 10th season coming up. Before that, spent about 12 seasons with the LA Dodgers. Have enjoyed a life and a profession in Major League Baseball, and I am a cancer survivor, prostate cancer. There were several different options for treatments, and I was hearing from friends who had been through it, others who I wasn't so closely acquainted with or to. Fortunately, there is a great fraternity out there of men in baseball in particular that have been through it, former managers, former players, and I was receiving phone calls because I was so public. As soon as I was diagnosed, I held a press conference at the stadium and let the world know I'm going through this. I'm going to be open and transparent as I do, because I felt like I could use that as a platform and a resource for others. And I heard from some, you ought to do the seeds, you ought to do radiation therapy, you should do the implants. And for me, I just thought at my age, because I was 42 years of age, very young, seemed to have quite a bit of cancer, although they thought it was contained in one area of the prostate. I opted for surgery. And the surgeon that I was going to use had a pretty extensive experience and background in performing the robotic surgery, the Da Vinci surgery. I then counseled some other doctors as well that are close friends of mine, and one had said, hey, I would suggest you look for somebody that's had at least 1,000 of these surgeries. And with that advice, I went out of the area, which was another good piece of advice for me from doctors saying, look, you're going to put too much pressure on surgeons here locally because you have made it such a focus and you've been so open about it. And they said when it comes to surgery and to medicine, you want normalcy. And so they were afraid that I had put too much pressure on anybody that would perform it here. So I went to LA, went to USC. My doctor, Indabir Gill, was phenomenal. And, he's had well over 1,000 surgeries, but the treatment was great. There's nothing that I would change. And so glad now that I seem to be healthy. You never stop battling. You're always very anxious, very worried as you continue to have your blood test taken and perform. Your PSA, it was about every 3 months, and then we extended to 6 months, and my numbers went up a little bit. But again, I'm always going to be very open and honest and forthright with everyone so that they can understand how serious this is.